The thoroughbred is a magnificent animal, bred for speed, bred to compete, the sport of kings.
Wow, West Coast has it by 6.
It's the all-new Let's Go Racing from Parks Casino and Racetrack. It's action-packed and fun for the entire family.
3 of them are right together with 1 furlong to go.
Let's Go Racing is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association. It's fun to see them run.
Very pleasant good morning, racing fans, and welcome here to Parks Racing for Let's Go Racing. The curtain comes down on the 2019 Triple Crown season later this afternoon up at Belmont Park. Dick and I on the show today will preview the 151st running of the Belmont Stakes. On the track, we'll take a look at the big day from Penn National, the Grade 2 Penn Mile. And a lot of our local guys went out there to compete in the 8 stakes races on the Penn National program. We'll also have our local race of the week. Kate DeMassie's Word on a Wing is the favorite in that. We'll see how he ran, and we'll also spend some time with David Sajanek, our new racing director. Some interesting stuff going on here at the track. Hi, everybody. Keith Jones down on the beautiful first floor here at Parks Racing, and a man who has seen, this is going to be the 151st running of the Belmont Stakes. You've seen almost all of the 150 before that.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Dick, regardless of what happens later this afternoon up at Belmont, the Triple Crown season will always be defined by those couple of moments at Churchill Downs.
There's no question. The 20 minutes the stewards are trying to decide whether to DQ maximum security. That's what people are going to remember about this Triple Crown. We don't have a Triple Crown on the line like we did last year and in 2015 and 2014. So it isn't the drama that we've seen other years, but it's the Belmont Stakes, and it's a great race card, and we'll be involved.
Well, we know how dangerous speed can be in the Belmont Stakes, and War of Will does have some pretty good front-running speed. What do you think are his chances today?
Well, he does have front-running speed. Unfortunately, this horse Joe Evie is in there. He's going to go out and harass him, and he's got no chance probably to win. Although when you see horses like the Tara win, you never can be sure. But look, War of Will's a really neat horse, and he does have that speed going for him. But man, he's the only one that's going to run in all 3. Will it catch up to him? Because the way to win the Belmont these lately has been, unless you have a superstar, run in the Derby, sit 5, and come back and win the Belmont.
Well, you know who fits that category?
Yes,
That's a horse named Tacitus.
No, it's a classic Belmont. Everything about this horse has been screaming Belmont from the moment you saw this horse. You said he's a Belmont horse. He's by Tacitus, or by Tappet, out of close hatches who won 5 Grade 1s, including the Cotillion. So he is the one on bloodlines and everything else that looks like the winner of the race.
Dick, maybe the horse that was rolling best at the end of the Kentucky Derby was that Japanese horse, Master Fencer. What do you think about him?
Well, he was absolutely flying, but those kind of horses never win, Keith. They look great. Why was he flying at the end? Because he was walking for the first mile. He just galloped for a mile, and then he came flying home. You know what? Bet on those horses all you want. Good luck.
There you go. 8 Grade 1 races up at Belmont Park later this afternoon. We'll have more on that, a little bit more on Eye on Racing. And Dick, let's take a look at our local feature now. And it was off the grass, 5 furlongs over the main track. Number 1A, Word on a Wing, gets bet down to 4 to 5 for trainer Kate DeMassie. And this horse caught our eye with a big race back in February.
And he won by 16.5 when he broke his maiden, came back, finished second, but still ran really well. This horse is fast.
Absolutely. Let's get out to the track. Here's the call of our local feature this week. Word on a Wing comes blasting out of there for the far outside. Word on a Wing sprints to the lead and gets clear by 2.5 lengths. Where you was second, Loco Lobo third. Hamlin Man down inside 4th. Between horses, Motown Charlie Brown is 5th. Smart and Tough 3 wide 6th. Kelly Smile is down inside 7th. Pictor is 8th with 3/8 to go. And well back to the Trader Joe's Taxi. Word on a Wing, 5/16 out, a length and a half in front. Loco Lobo gains on the outside to be second. It's 2.5 to Where You Was in third. Emblem Man is 4th. After that comes Motown Charlie Brown, a wide, Smart and Tough. After that, Kelly Smile. Word on a Wing off the turn, and now with a furlong to go, it's a 3-length lead. Dick, I think Word on a Wing was in front before the gate opened.
Amazing.
Boy, just out of there like a shot, never gives it up, wins by almost 5, does it easily, and pays $3.80 to win, and he is not done winning.
87 buyer. This is a stakes horse. They're going to win a lot of money with this horse.
Let's get more on Word on a Wing with Danny Gibson.
This is Danny Gibson with the PTHA. We just had our PTHA trophy race. We're with trainer Kate DeMassie, who had a very nice win with Word on a Wing. Kate, this is a homebred for you by Winchell, and this is he hit the board in all four of his starts, and this is his second win. Tell us about this really nice horse.
Well, I tell you, we're really excited about him, and I did have him entered in the Danzig today, but I really wanted to run out of my own stall, and the way things shook out, it just, made sense to stay home and give him a little confidence builder, so I think we did that.
Well, he's very nice. We really look forward to see what's come in the future.
Yeah, I'm excited. I hope to try him on the grass at some point because he does have a lot of grass on the dam side. So
Well, hopefully we'll get some good weather and you'll get the grass.
And thanks to Danny, and of course thanks to Kate, and best of luck with Word on a Wing as they go forward with that win. Time to end our first break. We'll be right back with Dave Osajicek after this.
Looking to join the thrill and excitement of thoroughbred racehorse ownership? Pewter Stable can get you started. With more than 25 years of experience under the leadership of Greg and Kate DeMasi, Pewter Stable is one of the industry's leaders in racing partnerships, winning hundreds of races and millions of dollars at racetracks all over the Mid-Atlantic, including New York. No markup, no management fees, makes our partnerships unique and affordable. We are Pewter Stable.
What does Chapman's 7 locations and 10 car brands mean to you? It means a huge selection of quality pre-owned vehicles, all makes and models, many one-owner, low-mileage certified with miles of factory warranty remaining. Safety checked, meticulously detailed, and each come with a free Carfax report so you can buy with complete confidence at any Chapman Auto store near you. Or shop online anytime at ChapmanPreowned.com.
If our emblem is not on your car or truck, you probably did pay too much.
Welcome back, everyone, to Parks Racing for Let's Go Racing. Time to welcome in our special guest today, and it's our pretty new director of racing, Dave Osajicek. And Dave, you signed on with us here in October. You have been with us before. Welcome back. Just recently, the track received an accreditation from the NTRA. Tell us a little bit about it.
Sure, Keith. The NTRA is National Thoroughbred Racing Association, and we got accreditation from their division, the Safety and Integrity Alliance Committee. Their job is to go through racetracks throughout the country, see if they're doing best practices for their horses and every aspect of horse racing. And knock on wood, we got the accreditation last week.
Now, there's not a whole lot of tracks, and not every track has this accreditation. Tell us about that, and what does it really mean for us?
Sure. The accreditation, they have certain guidelines of what racetracks have to do in order to meet their criteria. They analyze the track surface, starting gate, care for the horses, everything from when horses ship into the gate, into our stable gate until they leave the grounds, be it going to another racetrack or retiring from racing. And they come in as a team, evaluate everything, give us guidelines of where we need to improve, what we need to, where we're lacking, and where we exceed some of their criteria. So, like, one of our best practices is our aftercare that we have with the PTHA and Turning for Home, and I think it's one of the top. They say it's one of the top ones in the country.
How many people were in and how long did the process take?
They submitted paperwork, they answered all their questions, then the team came in for a 2 or 3 day review process this past, I think it was in November, and it was a 3-day surveillance of what we do and how we operate, and then they got back to us with a report and gave us our accreditation.
Well, there you go. There's big things coming in the fall too. We need to talk about this.
Okay.
Smarty Jones Day on Labor Day, you've changed a little bit. We got different stakes races, but more importantly, maybe than anything, Smarty Jones is going to appear. What's the day going to be like?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great day for Parks Racing. Yes, Smarty Jones is going to parade before the race, and we have a big day of racing. We have the Catherine Sophia, which is a 3-year-old filly race going a mile and 70 yards. We also have the match series on that day.
And we have the Turf Monster that day as well.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
And maybe Pure Sensation is going to come back and try to do it again.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. The horse won Penn National the other night, so we'll see what happens.
Cool. Well, Dave, Smarty Jones Day again coming up over that Labor Day weekend, and with Smarty coming in, I can't imagine not having a huge crowd here for that afternoon.
Yeah, I think we're going to do some publicity. There may be some giveaways from Parks and I believe from the PTHA, and Match is going to give giveaway hats and various items.
Fans, he's doing a great job, and it's great to have him on board as part of our team, and Dave, continued great success.
Okay, thank you very much, Keith. I appreciate it.
Well, let's get to our national coverage. Of course, it's going to take us out to Penn National. The national coverage brought to you by Chapman Auto Group. Unless our emblem is on the back of your car or truck, you probably paid too much. And it was Penn National's big weekend, their signature weekend. Of course, their signature races on the grass for 3-year-olds. It's the Penn Mile, a Grade 2 race with a $500,000 purse. The weather during the week made the turf course yielding.
Yeah, I mean, I was up in State College on Thursday night. It was just pouring, and they had another day. Friday was very nice, but yeah, it was still very yielding. Yep. It just wasn't enough time to get the water out of the turf course.
Well, the favorite in the Penn Mile was number 2, A Thread of Blue, 7-5 the price here for trainer Kieran McLaughlin. He was a Grade 3 winner down at Gulfstream earlier this year, and last time out in a Grade 2 at Churchill on it was the American Turf, was just behind a Chad Brown horse named Digital Age.
Yeah, he ran great. Led almost all the way. Got caught just at the end. Got beat 3/4 of a length. That was a couple races before the Derby.
Second choice here is number 5, 40 Under. You get 4-1 here for trainer Jeremiah Englehart. I think he was a Grade 3 winner last year as a 2-year-old. And then he was 6-1. He got great support in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf.
And he ran okay. He was up there battling for the lead early, got tired late in that race. Lines of Duty beat Uncle Benny by a half.
A Thread of Blue looks to be a solid favorite here at 7-5. Yielding course. Here's the call.
With the lead here, Real News has it by 3 parts of a length. A Thread of Blue in a good spot there second. To the outside, 40 Under. Third. Casa Creed is inside fourth, joined by the Black Album. Length and a half to Moon Colony, then comes Luminance, and still at the back, Conative. They continue their journey to the far turn here in the Penn Mile. 47-3 for the half mile, and Real News holds it by a half length. A Thread of Blue is right there second with 40 Under third. Casa Creed remains in the 4th spot. Next is the Black Album. Inside Moon Colony looks to kick it in. Luminescence is next, and they're still followed by the trailer Conative as they race to the top of the stretch. Real News holds it here by a little more than a length now. A Thread of Blue is called upon to try to come after him second. Cutting the corner now, Moon Colony looks to come on, and to the outside, Casa Creed. Real News going to get the challenge from Moon Colony inside. Casa Creed is next. Not tonight for A Thread of Blue. Here's Moon Colony taking over. Casa Creed rolls up the outside, but Moon Colony and Julian Leperoux to win the Penn Mile.
Well, a surprisingly poor effort from the favorite here, Dick, on A Thread of Blue. Don't know whether it was the yielding course that hurt him.
It was the course,
probably,
yeah.
But number 1, Moon Colony, goes off at 9-1 for trainer Mark Cassie. He'd been off since January and comes back with that perfect ground-saving trip. Rallies to win it at 9-1, pays $21.60 to win. Casa Creed was second. Real News, the pace setter, was third. Dick, good effort here for Moon Colony.
Yeah, didn't see this race coming. Really didn't have it on his paper. 90 buyer came up the rail. Nice ride from Julian Leperoux. And 2 weeks before, Mark Cassie had won a big 3-year-old race on the dirt. Yep. The Preakness, now a 3-year-old race on the turf, the Penn Mile.
Dick, the big day at Penn National featured a lot of our local guys going out there for the action. Let's take a look at the Chocolate Town Sprint. 6 furlongs here for 3-year-olds and up. The favorite, number 4, Lackey, coming up for Maryland for trainer Damon DeLodovico, goes off at even money. He is coming off a career best.
108 buyer. Now it's a question of where did that come from and can he do it again?
Yeah, the old bounce factor possibly. Dick, and our man Ed Coletti sends out that entry of Midnight Charlie and Midtown Charlie Brown. Got to get those two straight. 9-5 is the price on the entry, and Dick, they're both good.
Yeah, and they're full brothers, year apart, and yeah, good luck to the race callers on this one, Keith.
Chocolate Town Spread, here's the call.
Midtown Charlie Brown on top early here, a length and a half. Gillybags Captain races second. To the outside then, Home Run Maker is third. Inside it's Bluey Gold racing fourth. Next is Lackey, and then about 4 lengths to the trailer, Midnight Charlie. Opening quarter up here in 22 flat. Midtown Charlie Brown has it about 3 parts of a length as they race to the turn. Here's Killybags Captain moving up to challenge midway through the turn. Also on the move here, Home Run Maker. Inside Bluey Gold is next. Lackey is second last with about 4 to make up and trying to rev it up from the back, Midnight Charlie. They race to the top of the stretch. Midtown Charlie Brown has the advantage here. To the outside, Killybags Captain looks to take him on, approaching the 8th pole. There's about 2.5 lengths then to Midnight Charlie. Lackey is toward the inside, but Midtown Charlie Brown, speed reserve, opens up again, 1.5 lengths. Killybags Captain tries him one more time. Midtown Charlie Brown hangs on to win.
Well, Dick, in the Lyman handicap, it was Midnight Charlie's turn. This time it's Midtown Charlie Brown. He makes the lead and doesn't give it up, holds on to win it by a neck. Pays $5.80 to win. Number 3, Killybags Captain, who beat beat that great sprinter Imperial Hint back earlier this year at Tampa, finished as second. But here's our man Eddie Coletti getting it done again. Yes.
Runs 1-3 with the Midnight Charlies or Uptown Charlie Brown's sons, and it's amazing. And 96 Buyer, that would be a career best, and right time for Eddie Coletti and the group again.
Going to start finding it tough to find spots for these horses, but nonetheless, that's a good problem to have.
Yes, indeed.
Dick, let's take a look at the Penn Ladies Dash. It's the fillies and mares at 6 furlongs for $100,000. John Service has the favorite here. Number 5 is Locust Point. She's 4-5, 9 lifetime wins, over $612,000.
Yeah, she's a win machine. She's coming off 2 straight wins, including a win in a stakes race at Laurel, where she won by a nose.
Well, you mentioned that Laurel race. Number 2, Karen, is the second choice here at 2-1, and she was coming on late, but Miss Locust Point held on.
Yes, she was. That was a nose win that time.
Back out to Penn National. It's Penn Ladies Dash. Fast pace. Here's the call.
Ms. Locust Point, and also on the move, Bronx Beauty and inside Yorkie Poo Princess. Ms. Locust Point takes over a half length. Bronx Beauty is second, 2 lengths to Yorkie Poo Princess third. To the outside then, moving up here, Zipper Zero, Last True Love is next. Crab Cake second last. The trailer is Karen. They ran the quarter here in 21 flat, and it's Ms. Locust Point having the lead just a half length. To the outside, Bronx Beauty is second, about 2.5, 3 lengths to Zipper Zero, looking to come on from third. Yorkie Poo Princess is next. Inside, Crab Cakes tries to come on. They're then followed by Last True Love, and Karen is still at the back. At the top of the stretch, Ms. Locust Point has it by just a half length. Bronx Beauty's challenging once more to the outside. Zipper's Hero looks to come on. They're then followed by Yorkie Poo Princess. Taking the lead now, Bronx Beauty with a 16th to go. Miss Locust Point couldn't stay with her. Zipper's Hero is next.
Well, Dick, I mentioned the fast pace. The track was just lightning fast all day. Miss Locust Point with that opening quarter at just over 21 seconds. Bronx Beauty, you get 11-1 here, so it's a perfect trip. She didn't do so well in the Foxy JG, but she brings her A game here. Rallies to win at a length and a half and pays $24.20 to win. Miss Locust Point was second. Dick, Bronx Beauty's a pretty nice runner for Tony Margana.
Yeah, missed the break in the Foxy JG, put a line through it. Blinkers on today, ran tremendous all the way through. And as you said, these times were just crazy fast. The track was fast. It wasn't like, I mean, these are fast horses, but they're not this fast. Miss Locust Point ran another really good race, and Eddie Coletti goes third with Zipper's Hero, who won the Foxy JJ.
8-5 last time on Bronx Beauty, 11-1 this time. Big time cash. Let's get to our next break. We got back here on Let's Go Racing. Lots more to get to. Stay with us. Be right back after this.
It's a Smarty Party at Parks Racing Labor Day.
Smarty Jones.
Get up close and personal with the Kentucky Derby and Preakness winner. Remember this? Don't miss this historic occasion as Smarty will parade one final time down the stretch to celebrate his 15th anniversary of horse racing immortality. Free family fun, plus the Grade 3 Smarty Jones Stakes and 6 other exciting races as well. Yes, Smarty is back at the track. See him live one final time, only at Parks Racing Labor Day. The Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association is the advocate for Parks Racing's horsemen and has worked hard to secure better lives for the hundreds of trainers and their families that work in the thoroughbred racing industry. Our horsemen benefit from medical coverage, trainer pension plans, and increased purses. Thanks to these horsemen, racing at Parks is the very best, providing entertainment for you and the entire family. The Pennsylvania Horsemen are proud to be part of the community and introduce a new generation of fans to the sport of kings.
Welcome back, everyone, to Parks Racing for Let's Go Racing. Time for the Jockey and Trainer of the Week, brought to you by the good folks at the Turning for Home program. Log on to their website at turningforhome.org. Dickie continues to rack up the wins. Michael Sanchez. You know, Frankie Pennington has been like a shoe-in every year for, for a long time now. Michael is going to put a serious challenge into him this year.
Yeah, it's like Jeopardy James might have somebody coming after him.
And our trainer of the week's got to be our man Ed Coletti. Just continues to get it done. Had a great day out at Penn National. Eddie, keep getting it done. You are our trainer of the week. Well, it's time for part 2 of that special piece that's brought to you by our guy Bruce Casella back here about the economic impact of the horse racing industry here in the Commonwealth. Here's part 2.
The Pennsylvania horse racing industry has a tremendous economic impact in the Commonwealth. Yes, thousands of people are employed at the state's 6 thoroughbred and standardbred racetracks. Trainers, grooms, jockeys, drivers, bedding tellers, blacksmiths, veterinarians, and many others are employed at Pennsylvania racetracks. But the economic impact of Pennsylvania's thoroughbreds and standardbred horse racing and breeding industry is much, much broader. The state's racing industry has created manufacturing jobs as well. One Pennsylvania company, Farmco, specializes in manufacturing horse feeders. Michael Beeler manages the family-owned company Farmco in Ronks, Pennsylvania. The manufacturer currently employs 14 full-time individuals, all from the local community.
Over the past 10 years, we've increased our market share in the equine industry to about 25% of our total sales. We are constantly looking at expanding, and we discussed how are we going to be able to create more sales and more models, more feeders, and more product. The equine industry is a very important part for our growth and success both now and in the future.
Farmco currently distributes its products through a mix of 3 distributors, 150 vendors, and direct sales. The business that Farmco receives from the equine industry benefits other small companies in Pennsylvania as well.
So as a manufacturer, we get to choose where we buy our raw materials, and we choose to buy it locally. We see that having a big impact in impacting the local community around us.
Transporting thoroughbreds and standardbred horses between breeding farms, stables, and racetracks have created demand for another manufacturing industry in Pennsylvania.
We supply trailers to breeders, horse farmers. We sell to individuals who are commercially hauling.
EB Trailers opened its business in Pennsylvania in 1938 as a manufacturer of horse trailers. Thanks to its substantial growth, the company opened a second manufacturing facility in Pennsylvania and now employs hundreds of Pennsylvanians.
Having a healthy racing environment here in Pennsylvania certainly brings more business to us, and along with that, it also affects the breeders and the commercial haulers who are hauling into these locations. So yes, it has a significant impact on us.
Like Farmco, EB Trailers also uses local Pennsylvania-based suppliers. The state's equine industry also has an economic impact on the hospitality industry in Pennsylvania. For example, Pennsylvania has gained a reputation as the top location for standardbred breeding. That reputation is why the standardbred horse sale held at the Pennsylvania Farm Show Complex has become the largest standardbred auction in the world.
This is huge for Pennsylvania and for standardbreds, and I tell everyone, including our state legislatures, that this is one of the best kept secrets. This is a sale that people come to from all over the world and bring money to Pennsylvania, buy Pennsylvania bred horses. It's awesome.
We get an international crowd here. You know, there's people here from Sweden, there's people here from France. We've even had people from Russia here before. So this is an international event, and what it means to the economy of Pennsylvania is huge. Some people don't realize that the horse industry is one of the largest agricultural industries in Pennsylvania.
In addition to buying Pennsylvania-bred horses, the global buyers who travel to Pennsylvania for the standardbred horse sale deliver a $3.4 million economic impact for the Harrisburg region's hospitality industry.
Hotel people tell us that this is one of the biggest weeks of their year, with people coming from Scandinavia, all over the world, and staying here, keeping the bars open till late, and it's a big economic boon to the state.
According to economic studies, Pennsylvania horse racing and breeding delivers a $4 billion economic impact and employs more than 20,000 people in the state.
No matter what jurisdiction you go to, it's going to mean jobs. It's going to mean employment for people.
But the economic impact and job creation is likely far greater. The equine industry supports hundreds of farms throughout the state that supply hay, feed, and straw. Pennsylvania's racing and breeding industry also has spurred growth for manufacturing and construction companies like Farmco, EB Trailers, King's Construction, and many others. So the next time you visit a racetrack, keep in mind that the racing industry is a major driver of the state's economy, with thousands of Pennsylvanians who rely on the continued success of horse racing for their livelihood.
And of course, that was part 2 of 3, and we'll have the conclusion for the folks next week here on Let's Go Racing. Let's get the race recap back out to Penn National for some of the locals in action. Dick, let's take a look at the New Start Stakes. It's 3-year-olds at 6 furlongs for $100,000. Number 5, I'm the Talon, the 7-5 favorite for trainer Scott Lake. But Dick, number 2, Gotta Be Strong, is 2-1 for Jamie Ness. He was a $50,000 claim here at Parks earlier this year. Everything was winning for Up and On the Pace. Gotta Be Strong with a big late run.
A big late run indeed, and this is 3rd win since the claim, in addition to 2 seconds and $60,000 for this win. And of course, I'm the Talent was the horse that gave Scott his 6,000th win here back on April 22nd. He knew she was good right to a stakes race.
Dick, you don't see many $50,000 claims here. That was a big one. Let's take a look at the Danzig Stakes. That's the 3-year-old Pennsylvania breds going 6 furlongs. A big favorite here, number 10, Call Paul, is 2-5, and he is going to run like it today.
Yeah, he won the PA Nursery back here on December 1st by 5. This looks like the same race. He just is going to crush this field. Career best 93 buyer for that man, Jason Service.
And he is a multiple graded winner as well in Open Company. Got $2.80 to win. And finally, it's the Pennsylvania Governor's Cup on the grass, 5 furlongs for $100,000. Dick, how about our man Pure Sensation with Kendrick Carmouche, 3-5, right to the front. He's going to hold on.
Yeah, they just can't go by him. He's just got such an incredible will to win. I texted Kendrick the next day. I said, man, is this your favorite horse? He says, it's like my big brother.
Yeah.
And of course, he's come in here to win the Turf Monster 3 times, the Dash twice. So he's got 5 wins in the 2 big turf races, just like Ben's Cat. You got to think he'll be back again this year to try to win some more.
He could win maybe both.
He could. He's pure sensation.
That's at $3.40 to win. Ion Racing, Dick, we touched on it a little bit at the top of the show. Only 8 Grade 1 races. Only 8 at Belmont later today.
Yeah, I think it's the 2nd best card that's run. I think it's even better than Breeders' Cup Friday.
Right.
Only Breeders' Cup Saturday is as good as the Belmont Stakes Day card. With the Met Mile with last year's PA Derby winner McKenzie will be in there. It's just going to be a great, great day of racing.
Well, let's wrap it up. We'll come back with our Belmont picks. We come back after this.
Racehorses are pampered,
treated with care, and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
and they do right by us.
the hard-working folks
who proudly earn our living
in Pennsylvania's horse racing
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
But it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs.
Jobs, and billions in economic impact each year.
All across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
Welcome back, everyone, to Parks Racing for Let's Go Racing News and Notes. Our final segment brought to you by Pewter Stable. Log on to their website at pewterstable.com. Become an owner today. Trish Bowman back with us. Our man Bruce Casella, Dick Girardi, Keith Jones. And Dick, the Belmont Stakes recently has been dominated by a sire, and that's Tappet.
Yeah, only Triple Crown winners can win without being sired by Tappet in the last 5 years. Yeah, 3 of the last 5 winners sired by Tappet. Tacitus is almost certainly going to be the favorite. I thought he ran great in the Derby. I thought it was people didn't really understand how well he ran. Held off game winner in a stretch, passed improbable, won the gallop out by a Grade 1 winner, out of a multiple Grade 1 winner in close hatches. Everything screaming Tacitus, 8-5 maybe. I got to try to beat War of Will here. I'm all over Tacitus.
Dick, what is good value on Tacitus today?
8-5.
Yeah,
I think.
Okay, well, I have a hard time getting past Tacitus too. I just see a big race coming, and he's going to be good.
I mean, everything. He just got everything. Jose, it's all good. Just mark him up. That'll be 6 in a row for me, by the way. Triple Crown race wins, and will give me an asterisk in the Derby this year.
And Dick, you know where to bet the races.
I do.
Right here at Parks Racing.
I'll be here with the Hoods,
there
man.
You go.
1 o'clock. I'll be here out doing some with Bill Hudgens.
You're going to be off looking at the live music. You going to do the pony rides, maybe?
Definitely.
Absolutely. All sorts of great stuff. Join us here later today at Parks Racing, and we'll see you next week on Let's Go Racing.